Hey, what's up, y'all? It's N Square Sports back, and today we're going to be talking about the Texans and Jadaveon Clowney. So, Nick, give us the news.
So the Houston Texans and Jadaveon Clowney was a former first-round pick by the Houston Texans. His rookie deal is finally ending, and this year he needed to be signed, but the Texans placed the franchise tag on him and said that they would sign him this offseason or that they would try. Nothing has been done, and the former GM of the Houston Texans, Brian Gaine, did not have any progress with the contract and didn't really go smoothly as of reports. Um, During the summer, in about June, Brian Gaine got fired, and the Houston Texans tried finding a new GM. They pulled back and they decided against it. And now for this upcoming season, they will not have a GM, and the front office will be sharing duties and working on that. So Jadavion Clowney is a three-time Pro Bowler, very talented player. Nick, what do you think? What do you think about this? Do you think Clowney will ever be signed long term by the Houston Texans?
Yeah, so I don't think he ever will be signed long term by the Texans. I just think he's been on his rookie deal, and I just think he's going to be a guy who just gets franchise tag over and over and over. So, I don't think he will ever get paid. I think the Texans have too many decent and good players that they want to try to keep happy that they just won't ever give him a huge deal. I could see them giving him a deal, but it wouldn't be a deal he would like. He wants to be the highest paid linebacker slash defensive end in the NFL, and I don't think he can get. I don't think he'll get a contract like that on the Texans. So I think for sure he will somewhere else,
Absolutely.
but I don't think he will with the Texans.
So, do you think it's in his best interest to go to another team or to, I don't know, hold out during the season? Or what's in his best interest?
Yeah, so I think in his best interest, there's arguments either side, but I think he should try to be traded to go somewhere else. Because I think, like I said, I think he's going to keep getting franchise tagged by the Texans if he wants to stay, which it might be a better situation with the Texans, but for his best interest to get paid to be the highest paid linebacker in the NFL, I think he needs to go somewhere else. Just kind of like Le'Veon Bell did. Le'Veon Bell held out the whole season in Pittsburgh last year. He's with the Jets now. Much worse team, in my opinion, at least right now. And I think Clowney going to a worse team, he might get paid. The money, he might get the bag, as they say. But he won't be on a championship level team. So, but I think it would be, if his goal is to get paid, I think he should go somewhere else on a lesser team.
Um, he said, according to reports at least, that Clowney would be playing this regular season and wouldn't hold out for any games, but would hold out for the rest of off season and off season trainings and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I am very skeptical that he will be signed by the Texans long term. I think I have a higher chance than you that he will be, but I do agree. I think they're gonna try franchising, tagging him next season, but maybe try trading him. It depends what Clowney wants. I get the sense that he wants money more than a championship. I don't think there's a championship team out there right now that is willing to pay for the money and the production or the numbers necessarily that he produces. He's a great player, three-time Pro Bowler. I think that it would be good for him to stay in the Texans, though, for the reason that they're an up-and-coming team. They are on the upward trend, not as well as the Chiefs or some other teams, but they're on the upward trend. J.J. Watt has a couple years left on him, and right when J.J. Watt retires or is sort of irrelevant, Clowney's going to be in his prime. It's going to be his team as a defense. Everything's going to be built around him. So that's the argument I could make for that. But if he wants to get paid, he can leave the Texans and he can go somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever gonna be the highest paid on the Texans. So yeah, I think you should leave if he wants money.